Alright, hello there guys, it's Stan Man here again. First of all, I'm sorry about not uploading for quite a while as um, I have had exams and stuff and haven't had time to upload anything or record anything due to study and stuff. But yeah, here I am again with a new video. Um, so this one's going to be a bit about the TSA. Um, their the software they bought, they spent $336,000 on it to make random screening process, and so I decided I was going to program what I what I thought they could, or what I thought it was doing, which is it turned out exactly the same pretty much myself to see how long it'd take me because they obviously spent a hell of a lot of money on it and it was pretty basic. I got it exactly the same, and so I'm going to show you how I did it. So first of all, we're going to import random because obviously we're going to need the random selection for which direction sort of thing. Import Pygame because that's what we're going to be using for the GUI because it's just the easiest one for me. Now I used to use Takinta, but I prefer Pygame now because making buttons is easier in my opinion. And we're going to initialize Pygame. Alright, so we've done that now. We're going to get the display height and display width. So 600 by width and display height. This is probably going to be a two-part video due to the fact that it's actually a rather long code. Yeah. So now we're going to go game display, or because that's what we're using. We're using a display that's usually used for games. We can call it that. Pygame.display set underscore mode. We're now going to go double brackets and display display underscore width, display underscore height. Doesn't really matter which way you put them due to the fact that they're both the same. It might if you were using like say one that was depended specifically on what you're making. So if you're making it by different sizing, we're also going to go pygame. Oh shit! Pygame dot display dot set underscore caption and random screening, because that's obviously what it was meant to do. We're going to define white, the color, because this is what we're going to be using to color the background. So that's, oh shit, what have I done? Okay, then we go 255 255 255, because that's the color code for white. I'm going to define black as well because that's what we're going to be using for the text. So that's 000 with commas in between as well, obviously. Oh, I think that nope, that's not going to fix it. Okay, I'm not quite sure why it's erroring, or not erroring, but remove. Okay, so it's just the parentheses because they're redundant apparently. So there you go. Alright, so now we're going to define the clock. Do note that I also imported time because we're going to be using that later. So Pygame, we're going to define the clock, so Pygame dot time dot clock with a capital C, and then the parentheses, and we're going to define the frames per second as 15. We're going to also import the image, so we've got this image here as the arrow. It's going to be pointing which direction it's facing. So arrow is equal to pygame.image .load, and then images dot jpg. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So I've imported now the image. So we're also going to do a thing called small font, and that's going to be the size of the font that we're going to be using. So pygame dot font dot font. Oh, sorry, sys font both with capitals and comic sans, and that needs to be inside these. Here we go. There we go. Oh, is that spelling wrong? Hold on. No, that's right. Right, and 25. So that's going to be the size of the font if it's thing. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more difficult due to the fact that we need to start defining the function. So the first function is going to be intro or main menu. Let's go main menu. Main menu. Alright. That's good. Right, and now we're going to go, we don't need to input anything into this. Intro equals true. While intro for event in pygame dot event dot get. So that's going to get like the mouse movements, key presses, etc. If event dot type equals pygame dot quit. Oh, that's supposed to be capital. Then pygame dot quit. So that's going to, and also we need to also call the built-in quit function. So that's going to quit the game if the user presses the cross up in the top corner. Or quit the window, sorry. Now, if event dot type equals pygame dot, wait, no, that's not right. What am I doing? Okay, no, sorry, don't need that part. Okay. Right, okay, yep. That's what I'm doing now. Oh, this should be in line with it. Okay. Game display dot fill. I need to also, that's not the right thing. Okay, yeah, that. Ooh. And dot fill white. So now if we open, I'm going to need to, hold on. Main menu, call the function. Now, there you go, let's bring up the screen. It's not making it white yet for some reason. Alright, we'll work that out later. Now we're going to call another function called button. Tap for selection. That's going to be what the words it says. That's going to be at 0, 0, 600, 600. So the position is going to be in the top corner as it's at 0 pixels, 0 pixels, or 0%. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's in pixels percent or whatnot. Then it's going to be 600 from the. It's going to be in size 600, so the width is going to be 600 and the height is going to be 600. And this is making the button, by the way. It's going to be white background, as we want the white background. And then it's going to be action equals selection. Alright, then we're going to go pygame dot display dot update. And then clock dot tick FPS. Sorry. FPS. Right, so that's going to do it for this episode. Due to the fact that I'm going to split it into multiple episodes, or parts, because otherwise it's just a huge long video and nobody wants to watch that. Yeah, so stick around, stay tuned for the second video. See you.